26-23 your final. Remember, we're talking about a San Francisco team down their top 4 receivers, their starting quarterback, their star edge rusher, came into this game at kick 7.5 to 8.5 point underdogs. This is the largest upset victory in the Kyle Shanahan era, and it comes on a short week in division. The Niners advance to 4-1. Joe Musso pleased to be in studio alongside Emory Hunt. Emory, let's start at the finish. 4th and 1 in field goal range, but we're not playing for a tie. Do you question the decision there, one? And second, do you question the play call looking at all that they did through the air on this night?
I love the decision to go for it because, hey, we're going to go out there and win this ball game because of what you just talked about. They did everything they could to move the ball down the field. Even in regulation, they got down the field so quickly. The play call, highly questionable because if we're being completely honest, the running backs for the Rams was selling out the entire ball game. Fumbles, drop passes, and here right now on 4th and short to get stuffed to lose the ball game in overtime. So I was shocked at the play call. You have Puka Nacua there. You have a lot of influence plays that you could run. We saw them do a lot of great things in the first half to get themselves back in the ball game. Just shocked that it came down to this particular play here. And I'm a former running back. And I was questioning why they ran the football in the teeth of the defense here against San Francisco. But, man, kudos to the 49ers. Played a well of a game.
I just want to read you Matthew Stafford's stats over the last 5 days. Sunday to Thursday, 59 of 88 for 764 yards, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. He was picking this San Francisco defense apart limb from limb, and they get hyper-conservative and then even more conservative on 4th down. You will question the decision there not to at least put the ball in the hands of your 2 best players. You point to Puka Nacua and to Matthew Stafford. Mac Jones balled out in this one.
Yeah, he did.
He showed us something. He's got a knee issue right now in relief of Brock Purdy. He finishes 33 of 49 for 342 and 2 touchdowns. We don't have to go big picture. Does Mac deserve a shot somewhere? Is here somewhere? Let's stay focused on this 60 minutes. What impressed you most about Mac Jones' ability to just endure everything LA threw at him?
The ball came out on time. It came out accurately. It came out to the right guy. He was picking apart this Rams linebacking core and secondary, and you saw the chemistry he had with his old teammate Kendrick Bourne, who also was tearing up this defense for over 140 yards receiving, 10 receptions. He had the 1 drop, but didn't drop a ball the rest of the way. So you like that Mac Jones went out there and competed down in, down out, gutsy performance. The knee injury started to affect him in the second half. But, man, you talk about coming up big in high leverage moments. I'm big on that. He was big tonight in that regard. Kudos to Mac Jones. This is what you want to see from your starter in waiting. I hate saying backup, but starter in waiting came into the ball game and carried this team through the game, got them the upset against a division rival.
I got hundreds of millions of dollars that says that's Brock Purdy's job. But until then, Mac Jones 3-0 and keeping his team at the top of this division. What is a game that's going to go a long way. You take one on the road against the division rival, first and second favorites in that division. This is a massive moment, and Mac Jones couldn't have come up any bigger in it. I want to focus on that knee because he was hobbled. He was stationary in that pocket, and this is a pass rush that created the 2nd most sacks through 4 weeks in the NFL with 14. They get 1 sack in this game, and it comes in the overtime drive. What did you see in the battle in the box tonight? How was San Francisco able to keep Mac Jones upright against this vaunted pass rush?
The best way to calm down the pressure of a pass rush of a front 4 is to run right at them, and we saw them do that in the first half. They ran downhill at this Rams defensive front, and that helped get them the lead. They were displacing these guys off the point of attack. They were moving guys off the spot. You saw linemen on backers, which is always what you want to see if you're a running back. So they did a great job running the football, reestablishing the line of scrimmage, setting the tempo and pace and dictating the pace of the game. And then it calmed the pass rush, which allowed Mac Jones to really have some success throwing the football. We didn't really see the knee injury flare up until in the second half, because he was playing clean ball throughout thanks to the offensive line. I love how the offensive line still was able to lock in late in that 3rd quarter, 4th quarter, and in the overtime, helping those guys move the football down the field. This was a big game for both Mac Jones, the offensive line, Kendrick Bourne. The offense really stepped up, and the reason why I'm harping on the offensive side first before we get to the defense is because we talked about this in the pregame, Joe. We knew this is a game of like cousins. You know what this guy is going to do. You know their offense. You know their personnel. You know what they tend to do in certain situations. This is a bang-up job by San Francisco, finding ways to supersede that and coming out on top, winning this ball game in an impressive physical fashion. This wasn't a finesse game for San Francisco. It was a physical one.
What I did not know is that LA would leave the door open time and again in this game. They're not going to enjoy the film study on this one. You've got a blocked PAT tied 20-20. You got a missed field goal. You have a fumble early in game. You have a fumble late in game at the 1 yard line to go ahead in what would have been likely a game-winning touchdown.
You have a drop by Kyron Williams.
Passes all over the place, and you ran 19 fewer plays than your opponent in this game. They're not going to love the film study. Let's close on a thought here because it all starts with a game plan, and Kyle Shanahan always puts one together. But we sat here on the pregame show and said, what does a game plan matter with this type of personnel? How does Kyle Shanahan always close that distance between him and the opponent no matter the situation?
Empower the guys that you entrust with them going out there on the field and doing the job. Marquise Siegel, the rookie out of Kansas State, was my '1 combo safety in the draft. That means he could play either safety spot and even double down and play slot corner. This was the guy that made the key stop on fourth down in the run game in the hole. And he is someone in my scouting notes, first line says most technically sound and disciplined defender, and that's exactly what he was, where he needed to be. And here's a rookie. I entrust you, rookie. Yeah, you gave up a little bit of cushion to the short receiver for the run. Tutu
Atwell running
on the
across
overall,
the field,
right?
yeah.
A name slipped my mind. Tutu Atwell, but he came up big on fourth down and made the key stop in empowering the guys. He empowered Mac Jones. He empowered Jake Tungus. He empowered everybody that was in that spot for a reserve, Kendrick Bourne, and all of those guys answered the call tonight. This was a great coaching job for Kyle Shanahan. We said that in the pregame. We'll learn more about Kyle Shanahan in this ball game as opposed to any ball game in his history. And wow, what a performance.
The walking wounded, walking away winners as San Francisco goes into LA and takes a big one here on Thursday night. Mac Jones, a massive part of that effort, obviously, as we take a look at the first 3 starts as 49ers. This is nasty work. This is nasty work by the graphics department. You got Jimmy, Brock, and Mac, but it is what it is.
Commerce.
3 wins each of them. Jimmy Garoppolo was spinning it early in his 49ers career. And it's always interesting to look back, Emory, is it not?
Right.
What year was that draft? Kyle Shanahan loved Mac Jones. Well, he's getting a shot with Mac Jones now. 3-0 as they await the return of Purdy, still dealing with that turf toe.
When you need your sports news all the time,
we've got breaking news to bring to you.
CBS Sports HQ gives you a snapshot of all the sports that matter to you.
Big news coming out of the NFL. A lot of movement in the rankings this week.
With highlights.
What a finish at the final round of play.
And in-depth analysis.
Can they three-peat? Tony Romo joins the conversation.
What can you say about this game?
When you need your sports in a snap,
we're bringing you that breaking news right here on HQ.
Find it on CBS Sports HQ. Streaming free anywhere you are.